What's up, guys? Welcome back to the second part of my Ness tier list. If you haven't seen the first part, make sure to go back and watch it. I'll leave the link to it in the description, as well as the little thing up above or at the end of the video, either or. There will mostly be 3 parts to this, I think, just to to spread it out. But yeah, the first character we got here is Mega Man. I've seen a couple people play this matchup pretty differently. I've played a couple Mega Mans as well, but it's honestly a little iffy. It could be good, it could be bad. It really depends how you play the matchup. Mega Man's super good at stuffing Ness out in the air, but we can honestly do the same to Mega Man, especially during the grounded game. PK Fire stuffs out Lemon, and Mega Man gets edge guarded super hard by Ness as well, so that's one of the advantages that Ness has. It's honestly, it's just the most even. It's like Mario. It's the most even you can kind of get. They just kind of beat each other. Next up, we got Meta Knight. Now, Meta Knight's a weird case. I've played against Bonk. He's really good. And when I did play him, I was struggling to land, and I was struggling to get out of his combo strings. Because Ness is floaty, of course, and he's more susceptible to that kind of stuff. For that reason, I'm not going to put him in +2. It's still a winning matchup for Ness. Ness just out-aerials him, like, entirely. And Meta Knight dies kind of early, and Ness is strong. So, like, what is Meta Knight supposed to do? His ladders are really good on Ness, because Ness is so floaty. That's the only thing he really has going for him. Meta Knight can edgeguard Ness pretty well. But, like, if you mess up, then you die. Next up, we got Mewtwo. That is the freeze +2 matchup in the book. You can absorb fucking Shadow Ball. Two-frame to teleport. Mewtwo dies super early. Not great hitboxes. Character gets walled. Olimar. This matchup is a pain in the ass, but surprisingly enough, I think it's even. I've had a couple grind sessions with the Buzz. I've played the Buzz a good amount. The tit for tat kind of game that you play with Olimar, where it's like, if I get a hit in, if he gets a hit on, we're gonna win. We're gonna win most of the time. You can edge guard Olimar really good as well. The versatility of Olimar's up B is kind of low. And if you just go out there and throw out an aerial, we have aerials that have really good lasting hitboxes. So it's good to stop Olimar in his tracks. And we can get rid of the Pikmin super easy as well with PK Fire, as long as there's not a red one there. And yeah, honestly, Olimar's super light as well. We kill him super early. I think as long as you play the matchup, you're camping and you're racking up the damage when you get your opportunities, then I think you'll be just fine. It all just depends on like I said, tit for tat. If I get a hit, then he's gonna get a hit. If he gets a hit, then you have to make sure that you also get a hit in that neutral interaction. Game & Watch. I used to think this matchup was terrible. I fucking hate Game & Watch. You get back air to Oblivion off stage. Bucket bullshit. But honestly, I don't think it's that bad as it used to be. I've played a couple of Game & Watches in my time, and honestly, as long as you're playing it patient and you're getting your punishes in, it's kind of like the Olimar matchup, but it's different because you have to work around bucket and you have to make sure you don't get shield poked by bullshit. We like to play at a shield a lot, and against Game & Watch, that's not really the easiest. But as long as you use a lot of Ness's good grab tools, like up throw, PK Flash, and forward throw said knockback, you know? So if you forward throw him off, then there goes his stage control. And he can't up B at a shield on the ledge. Just make sure that you keep him in disadvantage. That's even if he's doing his down air bullshit with the key, it doesn't really matter. We can kind of just narrow to shield that or up air it or PK Flash it, whatever. Once he's in that animation, we can punish him. We have the tools to do it. But obviously, yeah, we get gimped. Character's way too good at keeping Ness out. He can camp us, etc., etc. It's definitely a little bit of a losing matchup for sure. Next up, this is a tough one. I've been dealing with this recently, playing Shinji a lot. Ness doesn't do terrible, but Ness is super slow in the air and on the ground, and he can't get around Hydrant that easily. If you try and jump above the Hydrant, you're just gonna get punished. Character's really hard to deal with. Obviously, Ness has some good stuff on him, like chasing him in the air with PK Thunder, PK firing the Hydrant, down smash on ledge, of course, but there's not a lot against Pac-Man, honestly. It's not terrible, but like it's not good either. I don't really think it's that good of a matchup. Next up is Palu. People are gonna call me crazy, People are gonna call me crazy, but our punish game is so much better than a majority of the characters in the game. And against Palutena, a lot of them like to run in with the same kind of option. Whether it be a neutral air, a falling back air, a dash attack, and like, as long as we play bait and punish, our output is gonna be way, way more than what Palutena is gonna get. Obviously, we get edge guarded by down tilt. Yeah, whatever. We just gotta mix up our timing a lot. Make sure to bounce, make sure to mix in air dodges. Ness is super good at edge guarding Palu because of Nair. Nair has such a lasting hitbox that even if Palu goes to ledge, even if she teleports, you can just Nair it and she's forced to hit the tech. Like I said, you might think I'm nuts. You might think I'm nuts. But I'm telling you, I've had multiple different sets with tons of different Palus, and most of the time, near the mid to high level, I win. And that's because I just bait. I bait. And I wait for them to do a nair at low percent, and then my advantage state starts. Most of the time, the Palos will like to go for an edge cancel on the platform, or some stupid shit like that, and I'll always cover with a strong aerial to make sure that they get sent back off stage and back into disadvantage. If you want to look up a VOD, everybody knows Jen. I've played against Jen a couple times. There has been a couple times that he's beat me, but recently, I played against him, and I 2-0'd him in a bracket. It was just, there was no contest. I felt very confident, and he couldn't do a lot to throw me off balance. So next up on the tier list, we have Pichu. I'll do Pichu and Pikachu as kind of in the same area, because they're both kind of similar. The rats are not that threatening towards us. Even Issa himself agrees that this is a losing matchup for Pika. Ness just does so good. He does so good in both of the matchups. Pichu gets knocked down by Magnet. That should be a good enough, you know, reason to put him in +2 in the first place. Like, the only character in the game to get put in a knockdown situation from Magnet is Pichu. So you can kind of just run around the stage using Magnet and putting him in knockdown situations, right? And then you jab block him and get your damage that way. Character dies super early. You can cheese games with PK Thunder even if you're losing. Pichu's super good at zoning and like getting in against Ness, but it's not gonna matter. It's really not gonna matter. Like it's just because the character's light. That's primarily the reason that Ness wins. Yeah, but yeah, same case for Pikachu, except we just kind of wall him. If I'm being honest, we just kind of wall Pikachu. Pikachu just kind of gets destroyed by our aerials. Like Nair and Shield super good against him. Forward air as well. He doesn't have a lot of good approach tools against Ness. Thunder Jolt gets taken out of the equation because down B exists for us, you know? That goes for Pichu as well. But, yeah. Next up, we have Piranha Plant. I honestly haven't played a Piranha Plant. I played one, but, like, they were kind of like a mid-level Piranha Plant, so I wasn't able to gauge, you know, how well Ness does. But, like, I'd say it's a winning matchup. Down smash catches ledge. We can reflect Patui and the poisonous gas. It's honestly like every other heavy matchup in the book, you know? Put him next to all the other heavies. He gets comboed super easily. But Plant, I would say Plant is a little bit faster. You know what I mean? He's fast on the ground. He's fast in the air. He's a little bit better than the other heavies for those reasons. But he still kind of gets destroyed by Ness. Pokemon Trainer. This also you might think I'm crazy for, but I've played a bunch of Pokemon Trainers in my time. And the matchup's even. We might get destroyed by, I feel like Zard is honestly the hardest character to go up against. I don't really have a problem with Ivysaur nor Squirtle. Squirtle you can just play out of shield against at lower percents. A lot of Squirtles like to do the run up forward tilt, just shield and narrow shield it. Once they switch to Ivysaur, it's kind of your go time. Like that's your time where you want to make sure you get the most neutral interactions and rack up your damage. Because against Ivysaur, you know, you can bat back Razor Leaf. Your aerials win most of the time. Off stage is honestly the most important thing against this character. Because you can catch Ivy's tether, and then he's forced to either switch to Zard, or if he didn't use his jump, he's got to jump up, be tether again. And Ness's lasting hitbox destroy that. Absolutely destroy that. And against Zard, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Zard's fast on the ground, but like, it's another heavy that Ness has to deal with, so it's not going to be terrible. Zard can up B through the ledge with his super armor and hit Ness's yo-yo, so that's kind of a pain in the ass as well. Ness's floating nature kind of screws him in this matchup, especially his up B against Ivysaur, but I haven't really had a lot of issues with that, because I found out ways just to mix up the timing against Ivysaur. Sometimes I'll go above ledge, you know, just to mix it up, but honestly, I think it's more of an even matchup than anything. Richter and Simon, this is matchup 3. Then matchup 3. As long as you camp, get your throws in, forward throw him off, forward air. It's honestly, it's annoying when you're on the ledge, but once you're center stage and you're playing neutral, you can kind of just camp this character, and then like once you get your opening and you get him off stage, then you just hit him with the forward air. Ness's forward air is too good, alright? It's like, it's just the lasting hitbox that destroys all the characters with crappy recoveries. Specifically them, because their tethers suck, and their up B doesn't go far at all. You can kind of, even if you hit them far and like you don't want to go out there with the forward air, you can always hit the tail of the PK Thunder and stop them that way, and then they can't get back. Next up, we got Ridley. Gonna put it in the same section as the heavies. Ridley doesn't really have much either. Gets destroyed. that's basically it. I've already explained it. Robin is a pain in the ass. I wouldn't say it's an even matchup. It's annoying because of arc fire. We can absorb arc fire though. I found out a way to counterplay over the time that I've played. I played Jewel, I played Angel. It's just like one hit will get you off stage, right? And then that's where Ness sucks. Ness sucks off stage, you know? We can down smash up B. If he goes high, we can down air it. Robin's disadvantage sucks. That's primarily what makes this a winning matchup. And Ness's aerials just keep hitting him off stage, off stage, and then he loses his book. I think that's the reason also that this is a losing matchup, because Robin loses his book. He doesn't have his zoning tools, you know, the whole game. And Ness is super good at getting in and getting damage, while Robin has to sit back and camp, and Ness can absorb pretty much his whole move kit. R.O.B. I would say this is actually a losing matchup. People might disagree with me, but his advantage state is way too strong, especially off stage. Character can go fucking nuts on Ness. Ness has a good advantage state when he does get an advantage to chase R.O.B down in the air. He's also super good at edge guarding R.O.B because of his floatiness. But once R.O.B gets in, it's really hard for Ness, honestly. He's got really good zoning and pressure tools that Ness, struggles to deal with off stage, as well as a pain in the ass. As long as he times his down air, you're pretty much dead. It's where that middle ground where I want to put him at even, but it's just not. Ness doesn't have enough to convince me that he's even. Rosalina Luma, people might say, Smash 4, right? He's just gonna go off and down B you. Air dodge exists now. This character sucks. Rosalina Luma can't do it like she did before. Way too light, not good zoning tools, too slow. Against Ness. Ness has too much. Sheik, I think is winning, honestly. I mean, the combos might be good, because Ness is floaty, and, that's good combo potential for Sheik, but I don't think it's enough. I think Ness is out of shield, helps him a lot in this matchup. Strong kill power, down smash on the ledge. I really haven't played any good Sheiks, but from what I remember, when I did play a Sheik, I destroyed them. So, I'm gonna put her there for now. People also might think I'm crazy for this one, because big sword equals lose, but there's these situations when I play against a Shulk where as long as you're in the air first in a neutral interaction where he's going for either a forward air or a back air, that is when you decide that it's an even matchup. Because Ness is good at catching jumps. Ness has always been good at catching jumps. And once Shulk jumps, he takes a long time to get his stuff out. When Shulk is in shield, that's when you really get your damage, because you can spam PK Fire against Shulk and just rack up a ton of damage. Smash is annoying though. Smash art is annoying. We can get 2-frame forward aired, anything up bead on the ledge, whatever. Like, it's a pain in the ass, right? But it also could work out to our advantage. A back throw at center stage at 70% might just kill Shulk on Final Destination. It's really important that you really look at both sides of what Shulk has to offer. How his arts give him an advantage and a disadvantage. Especially against Ness, you might assume that everything's an advantage, right? Because, you can't edgeguard Shulk. He's too fast for you. But, Ness has good stuff to counter. PK Fire is really good at countering that stuff. If Shulk misspaces up beyond the ledge, you go for a PK Fire, right? Catch him off guard. It's just like one of those upbeats. It's like Martha and Lucina. I think I'll do Snake, and then I'll save the next for part number 3. So, a lot of people are probably going to disagree with this, too. But this matchup, it's not terrible for Snake, right? It's not terrible. But I definitely think it's a +1. Ness deals with grenades like no other character can do. Ness can hold magnet and absorb grenades while moving forward with a hitbox. Does that not seem busted? That's crazy. Ness just covers everything Snake has. Snake has some good stuff as well. Can edgeguard Ness really well, keep him in the air. Dash attack's really good against Ness to whiff punish him. But Snake, I don't feel like Snake does enough to contest. Sen beat Apollo Kage literally last week. That's even more of evidence.zip. Character just gets out-buttoned, out-beat, out-frame dated, out everything, honestly. Offstage really difficult for him too. He can just get down there through Cypher, there's no problem. If he wants to go high, you can chase him with PK Thunder, or you can just go up there with an up air, force him to air dodge, and then follow him down, whatever. It relies on his projectiles, and when there's a character that completely invalidates that kind of game plan, then the character, obviously it's going to be a winning matchup. Alright, well, this is the tier list for now. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. If you're, question about where I put somebody, or if you think, someone should be switched around, I'll make sure to take a look. Make sure to follow my Twitch. I stream regularly every week. You can check that out here. Make sure to follow and subscribe to my YouTube. It's free. If you're already subscribed, make sure to ring the bell for the notifications. And make sure to follow my other socials down in the description below. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And peace out.